the odds are that you aren't fully content with the type of life that you're living and you want to do better. You know that you can do better. And that's the harsh truth. I think wanting to do more, have more, to be more is admirable, and it's the natural way of the universe. When you observe nature, the natural progression of things is growth and progression. Things that aren't expanding, things that aren't growing are dying. So it's either grow or die. So the fact that you want to grow is something good. The trees grow taller so that they can have more access to the sun. They get deeper roots so that they'll have more nutrients and greater stability for them to even grow further. Animals reproduce so that there can be more of them and, I guess, survive more and dominate. And us humans, we seek to improve so that we can have better lives with more abundance, to be able to do more with our lives. And some people will look at this desire to have and be more as something negative. But I truly don't think it is. I truly don't. I just think we go about it in the wrong way. When we look at our goals and aspirations, the things that we want to become, we think that we become that type of person once we've achieved the milestone, right? When in actuality, we achieve those things because we became a certain type of person. And deep down, we all know this, right? Let's say, imagine Drake. Give Drake your habits. Drake right now, all that he's achieved, he can still have all the things he's achieved, being like one of the best artists on earth, having the most streams on Spotify. He can still have all of those things, but give him your habits. Do you still think Drake is going to stay on top with your habits? Probably not. Right? Let's be real. Probably not. So it shows that you have to be a certain type of person to achieve a certain type of thing. So it's not the milestone that's the most important thing. It is the type of person that you are, like what you choose to become. And people may be thinking, why should I listen to you? Though I haven't achieved, though I'm not a millionaire yet, though I don't have 1 million followers, right? I've achieved certain things in life, and I believe that whether they're big or small, the principles of success will apply to those things. And I've seen that in all that I've done, where I was most effective was where I became a certain type of person before I achieved that type of thing. See, in school, in most of my exams, or the external examinations like Cambridge, I got good results. And I wasn't a good student because I got good results. I got good results because I was a good student who prepared before the exam day. I wouldn't wait until the day before and be like, let me cram this up. Let me do 8 topics. Let me read this whole textbook the day before the exam. And in another area of my life, over the past 2 years, I've gained about, 8 kgs of muscle. I don't know to be exact, but I've gained 12 kgs, in proper mass, but about 8 kgs of muscle. And I didn't become someone who goes to the gym because I gained that muscle. I gained that muscle because of someone who went to the gym, focused on having a good diet and focused on getting some sleep. I'm not going to lie to you. Some nights I'll sleep 3 hours, but some sleep, right? For some reason, and I actually think it's logical, we think that we only become something once we've achieved that goal that allows us to be that thing. And it makes sense because once you achieve a certain, let's say you get, 1 million streams, then you can confidently say you're an artist. The reason why people don't want to say that there's something before they've achieved it is because they're scared of being like a phony, of being caught out. But the only way you can achieve those things is if you become it beforehand. There's something that you want to become, so desperately, but you aren't referring to yourself. You aren't seeing yourself as that thing. So why do you think you're going to become something that you don't see yourself as? Because let's say you want to become an athlete. But if you don't see yourself as an athlete, why are you going to do the things that successful athletes do? Why are you going to go to sleep early, wake up early, train, eat right, stretch, take care of your body? Because you don't see yourself as an athlete, so what's the point? I've learned from my personal experiences. And I know that there'll be some people here saying that, how can you speak about success? You're only 20. Whatever. But the principles of success, they apply to getting good grades. They apply to certain things because they're principles. Principles are timeless. Principles cannot be changed. It's just that you apply them in different areas and you achieve different things. Essentially, what I want you to know is you have to become it now. Let's say you have a pot and it has water in it and you want the water to boil. Obviously, you're going to put on the gas, the stove. So first you turn up the heat and then eventually the water boils. So when you become something, you are turning up the heat of that metaphorical situation, right? So your job is to stay that person, to have the habits of what you want to become or what you actually are right now long enough for you to see the rewards of it, for you to see the achievements. So you need to be that person long enough for the water to boil. So there's a lag effect between you becoming a certain type of person and your life reflecting that you become that certain type of person. And we see this a lot with people who go through religious transformation. So let's say they would have been living like a wayward life, right? And then they find God. Obviously, as soon like the moment they find God, they're not going to be like, right? You're still going to look at their life and be like, on what's going on here? But then 6 months later, a year later, you're like, this is a totally different person. But they became that totally different person like that time they encountered God. It just took time for their life to now reflect that, you know what? I'm a different person. Become it now, and you'll see the fruits later. That was stupid.